Hi, kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Gorski back, and I'm going to do another video with you talking about button matchup. That's the activity that we're going to do today. And as you can see, I have a couple buttons here in front of me. I'm going to count them, and you can count right along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, with this particular activity, you can have more than 8 buttons. Maybe you could have a little less than 8 buttons, but we had to be using buttons because we're going to be sorting them again. Now, we sorted buttons in an activity video that I had last week or so. Now, this one is going to just be focused on buttons, and we could be doing ways to sort them like we've done in the past. Now, if you remember, we were sorting by color. We were sorting by size. We were sorting by shape. But sometimes when you look at buttons, there could be a little bit more than just size, shape, and color. There could be other characteristics or other ways that you could be matching these buttons or sorting these buttons in a way that you can put them together. So first of all, let's start talking about what I have here in front of me. If you wanted to sort or match buttons by color, what would we be doing here? Let's see. I have a group of, I hope you remember this color, yellow. I have a group of buttons here, I hope you remember this color, black. And I have a group of this color, I hope you remember was green. And this color we could match up because they are orange. So we got that taken care of. Let's think about maybe other ways that we could sort these buttons. Now, let's see. Looking at what I have, if I want to think about buttons that might have some curves to them, things that look like little bumps on them. Well, these kind of go together. If even this one, because that has 2 little bumps on it, we can do that one. That could be a match. Now let me see. What else can we do here? Maybe because these all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. They both have 8 sides. I could keep those in a group because I can't put them in this group because they don't have any bumps. But these both have 8 sides. Let's see what I can do over here. Maybe I could put these 2 together because they both have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guy, he just might be left on his own because he has 3 sides and he doesn't fit with any other category that I have or any other sort that I have. So let's see if I can do something else. Let's put these back together. Okay, now I might want to sort a different way. So far we sorted by color, and now we sorted kind of like by shape or number of sides. Let's see, let's dig a little deeper into the look of these buttons. Now, when you think about putting a button on a piece of clothing, you have holes in those buttons. And as you can tell, my buttons all have holes in them, and some of them are the same number, and some of them are different numbers. So let's take a look and see what I have. I wonder if you could tell why I put all of these together. Each one of these particular buttons has 2 holes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So that could be a nice group, even though they're all different shapes, different colors, but they do share a same way, and they all have 2 holes. Now these could be a group together. Why? Because each one has 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. So now we have it grouped another way. So stay tuned. I'm going to bring some different buttons here, and then maybe we can try some other ways. Hi kids, Mrs. Gorski's back again, and what I have here are a collection of 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to talk a little bit about how we want to group these, match them. So in order I'm looking at this group, I can match them definitely by color. So they're already all the same color, they're fine, they're right where they are. However, if I asked you now to sort them in a different way, what would you think about? Now, if you remember, when I was working with those 8 buttons in the last part, how was I separating those? Remember, I concentrated on color, I concentrated on number of holes they had, I concentrated on their number of sides and the way they looked. So if I have these buttons here, what would be your next move? How would you want to group them? How would you want to match them? So I'll give you a minute to think about it. Now, if I wanted to do it, I'd go right to the number of holes. So if I wanted to match them by the number of holes, I would group these together. Why? Because they each have 2 holes. He would be in a group on his own because he has 4 holes. So now let's think about another way, at least one more way that maybe we could group these. Think about it. Well, if you were thinking, hey, maybe these guys could go together because they have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys might have to be in a group on their own because he doesn't have 4 sides. He has 1, 2, 3 sides. And this one, he has a lot of bumps. So I wouldn't even really be counting sides on him. All right, stay tuned for one more set. Okay, here's our last set of buttons. And again, I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these do not all share the same color as the other group did. However, let's think about how would we want to match them now. So I'm going to give you a second to think, what would you do? Well, if you were thinking, hey, I'm going to put these 2 together because they're blue, and these guys have to be on their own because he's red and he's pink, that's totally fine. You could switch them. You could sort them just like that. Now, if you're thinking, maybe I want to do the number of holes instead of color, then you can do this. Even though, look, they're not all the same color at all, but they all have 2 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 holes all together, but they each have 2. Now this one, he has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you could sort them like that. Or if you're thinking Cap is on high power, you could be thinking about, maybe he has some bumps and he has some bumps. These guys don't have bumps. They're smooth or straight. So you could sort them just like that. I'm trying to think if there's any more ways here. I think we might be just about done. So I hope you enjoyed this little button match activity, and you can practice with certain things at home too. Maybe you might have some buttons. Maybe you could even work with some Legos or blocks at home that you can work on this particular matching activity. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a great day, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye.